And we're live.
Wow.
Yay.
Okay. Hi, guys. Today we are here to introduce you to Rhythm and Earth workshop called For Your Body by Dr. Khushboo Shah. And she has been doing this particular drumming since quite a long time, but then she formed this, what do you call, a base and an element of it called Rhythm and Earth, probably a year and a half back max. And I have been a part of it when it was in the nascent stage of when it was formed, and it has been a really amazing experience. We've had great many workshops and great many um, online workshops and all. So today's thing would be For Your Body. And Kushbu, do you want to talk about anything about it?
Yeah, well, so it's basically this rhythm in earth concept where we're doing like a 15-day sort of a 15-day nurturing and boot camp for your body. Like it's for your body. And the elements, of course, I say it's rhythm in earth because, of course, there's a whole lot of receiving from the planet. And I call it rhythm in earth is because you guys know I play the djembe, etc., etc. So, and djembe for me, and it doesn't have to be for everybody, but what it creates for me and for my body, and I've seen that it also helps a lot of people in their body, and this just joy and just like and just like having fun with that space. Uh, so djembe seems to be facilitating something for my body, and that makes you receiving your body and you receiving the earth through your body, because your body is not really different from the earth, so I really can't separate the two. Like your body is made of the same elements as the earth, like it's literally the same thing. It's like a little earth walking on the big earth, like that's how I put it. And like,
That's so beautiful.
and the djembe just helps me, and I'm not saying that's the only thing in the world that does this, but it really sort of helps me and it facilitates my body to a greater receiving. Like there's this movement that happens of energy. Like, really, there's like this movement, like literally like this on the earth through the djembe, through my body, and just etc. etc. Which should be naturally available to us, and which is naturally available to us. It's just when I drum, uh, it catalyzes the process that is already something that we have. So it's not like the djembe facilitates you or I am facilitating you. It's just catalyzing something that's already natural and you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kushbu, you speak of something.
sorry, uh, Kushbu, recently you did quite a lot of workshops with your djembe and facilitating us with movement, art. I really loved it. Like, I think each time you played the djembe and made us create something different with our bodies, or with creations like paintings, that was really fantastic. There was a sense of possibility and creativity with that. What's this workshop about? Because I know that this is a different possibility with bodies. With
Yeah.
this,
So it's like 15 days, we're going to explore every aspect of our body. Okay. So there will be some movement things, there will be some clearings of judgments and things like that we go through. There will be maybe some spontaneous thinking, because just like sounds and everything that come, that when you're in touch with the earth and when there's information going through you, through your body, etc., etc., it a lot of times we don't allow it to be expressed, though I don't want to use that word, but it's like there's this movement, this energy that's going on, but you're told to control all of it. So you can't just start singing, or you can't just make like random sounds. And have you noticed, like sometimes, like for me as a child also, I remember in school I would make random sounds, and that's also because I'm a little autistic. So but that was literally the it was a movement of the energy that my body was facilitating by doing these things. Okay, so when literally doing, like there's this whole space of doing while you're being, and letting that movement of energy flow through you, and that can come out as drumming, it can come out as movement, it can come out as just spontaneous sounds, but like there's so much more to it. And the more you get in touch with the earth, the more you get in touch with the body, the more you let go of judgments, the more you become easier with the awareness that your body has about everything that's going on, the, the more communion and peace you'll have with your body.
Mm.
So
Right.
it's like this, it's like a simultaneous clearing, receiving, letting go, and expressing it at the same, like there's like multiple things happening.
Okay.
And that is, and with the earth. So there will be exercises where we go out, like where I will be like, listen, today you need to find a place outside. Maybe I know it's in the middle of Corona, but like on COVID, and some of us can step out, but I'm sure you can find some space somewhere where your feet can be, where you can literally walk barefoot in the earth. And then this thing that I'm talking about, where your body's connection with the planet, and just that space of just letting energy move through your body, through your being, and like that whole thing. So it's 15 days for all of that, because most of the things that are going on with your body that are like dis-ease, so whether it's pain, whether it's too much awareness, whether whatever, it's like if you allowed all of it to just move through with space, you would not have disease.
Yeah.
Like when you sort of like stop it, or you, that's when like the resistance of everything kind of creates the space of disease. And but when you allow this movements to happen and move, it changes things.
Yeah, that's really, really beautiful. It's something that you always talk about, the thrumming of the earth, very equivalent to the rhythm of a body and how it moves. It's very similar. I mean, exactly what you will always tell us.
I sound like a teacher, what you always tell me. Yes, but
I
like
remember because the first class you did and you spoke of the thrumming and then the drums went on and our body just moved and swayed and you spoke of the songs and the singing. It was such a spontaneous thing and you spoke of the peace. That was what it was. The body was at peace. So I think that's exactly what it is.
and if bodies are at peace, like imagine the planet we would create.
Yeah.
Like just like if your body is at peace, like the earth will be at peace, you will be at peace, and this is like the beginning of it. Like I can literally, like it's like it's gonna be like 15 days of just open up, please open up, it's finally time for you to receive. And it may get a little uncomfortable for some people, and for some people it'll be very relaxing and they probably go off to sleep even if I'm asking them to do movement. It's, there's no right or wrong, and doesn't mean you have to drum as well. It's just an energy and a space that is created with rhythm in earth and for your body. So that's what it's going. And I'm going to be following the energy every single day of all of the bodies that are present, and etc., 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 etc. But it's that, it's the invitation to creating total peace with your body. And especially these days, like since COVID, since everything, there's so much fear around what your body can handle, what your body can't handle. Don't like, there's so much fear. But what if you had so much trust and so much peace for your body that you would always be aware of what, where to go, where not to go, uh, what your body, even if you do get infected, what is actually available for you to transmute it, and what if there's a different way to be with everything that's going on in the world, and not fear and not panic and not like craziness which is going on, but actual space, peace, by getting in touch with your body, trusting what's going on. Because if you had peace, you trust your body. You trust everything. You listen to the little whispers. You listen to the awareness it's giving you at every single point, and enjoy your body. Like, how much of the anxiety and the stress is because there's all this fear put on one's body and what one's body can handle and cannot handle. What if I know this sounds weird and different, it's a different take, but what if there is a different possibility? What if you trust it so much that your body will give you awareness of everything it requires, as food, as clothes, as like medicine, even if you do? Or what if you got in touch with your body and had so much space, so much trust that you would never, ever again function from fear? And if you didn't function from fear, imagine the future that you're creating, like just like no fear and the future that's available for you. A lot of the people, a lot of the craziness is because there's suddenly this fear and blah 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 blah, and just this. What if there's a different space? And your body
Wow.
knows what it wants. Like your body
Yeah.
knows what it requires. Your body knows what it wants. Your body knows what movement, your body knows where it can go, your body knows where it doesn't want to go, etc., 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 etc. And then you don't have to feel isolated. You don't have to feel so separated from the rest of the world. And you let your body receive, even the touch, etc. So we just had like a whole Zoom on touch that Shannon and Katerina did today, which was fucking amazing, by the way. With all these elements, right? Like, what is actually possible with your body that you haven't allowed? And if you did allow it, what would change for the future? And what would change for your future? So what would change for the planet? And what would change for everyone around you? What
Wow.
possibility? So that's what this is. 15 days of
Yeah.
total nurturing for your body.
I'm
And
in.
it's like 5,500. I know it sounds like a lot of money for some people, but if money wasn't the issue, like imagine. Like, honestly, the more peace you have with your body, the more of everything material you will receive.
Yeah. And also, it works even if they don't have drums, right? Like, is there?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you don't need to have a drum. A lot of times I'm just using drum as a way to help facilitation. Okay. So even if your body feels like drumming at that point, you can actually drum on your body,
Yeah.
because
That's another thing you say.
that yeah, like that's the touch and that rhythm, and when you're in touch with the planet and when you're using your body, it starts facilitating something. So this is not about drumming, like this is how you drum and this is the rhythm that you do and blah 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 blah. This is not a drumming class, though there's nothing wrong with them and I love taking those as well, but like this is not a drumming class. This is for you to get in touch with your body, with the earth and with the rhythm of the earth that your body knows, but we've ignored it.
I'm really excited with the possibility of the way you're including it's for the body, right? For me, one
Yeah.
of my favorite things is the body. And when I'm like, I start something like this, like one of your classes, and suppose I'm like somewhere like that in my head and my mind, and then I start including my body, which I don't. It's not like all the time I'm including my body, but in a place like this, you do it more dynamically, like you're drumming and then you're moving or whatever, and suddenly that whole thing becomes irrelevant. Like if you're having a, like you suddenly create a
The
space without
thoughts
even.
go away. You
Yeah,
go away from your like head. You're
yeah,
like if you're drumming, you're moving, you're enjoying your body, you're with the earth.
yeah,
You don't really have time to think.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
don't really, I need to take any. That sort of melts away very quickly.
And not only that, at the end of it, I go away feeling like inspired to do something else. Like otherwise, you're
It
sitting and trying to
energizes
think.
you.
Yeah,
Exactly. So every time I do these things, or when I drum for myself, even I'm not facilitating, there are times when I feel like "Bleh." I actually engage myself in movement. Okay, and that movement for me can be drumming. That movement for me can be sports because I like it. Doesn't have to be for everybody. That movement sometimes is also just spontaneous singing. So I'll just start like singing, etc., etc. The movement for me can also be a walk with my dog. It's different for each one, but that movement is what I've been talking about. And all of the places where we've stopped that movement, stopped that like natural flow that's available between you, your body, and the earth, this is like an invitation to start bringing that back into your life and your being. And that relaxation is through movement. It's not relaxation through sleep, like.
Right, very important point.
I love
Which
that.
is for you to sleep.
Like, and even if so this is what, because there are so many times that I actually like, oh my god, I'm so tired and blah blah blah, and I go to sleep, but it's not sleep that I need, because honestly when I wake up I feel even weirder and even more groggier rather than energized. But when I engage myself in the movement with my body, it automatically creates the space.
And also
So
movement from your own organic space, not like all the time, okay, I'm going to get up at 5:30 and go running. Not that that's bad. I will do this every day for 3 months. It's not necessarily that's the only way, right? You can just do it differently
no,
each
I
day.
can't do the same thing every day.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
tell me that every morning I have to wake up at 6 o'clock and drum, that's it. It's gone.
Yeah.
So that should give them a very good example of what the 15 days will be. It will not be
Yeah, yeah.
repetitive.
It's
Be
not
very,
gonna be that. Yeah, because that's not how I function, and I can tell you that that's not how you function either. Neither does your body. Every
Yeah.
time I've tried to get myself down to a routine, I've become even more lethargic. And every time I've given my time, my body the space to choose what it wants to every day, I've become even more active.
Mm.
And I've noticed when I become lethargic and when I become active, and how anything that's repetitive and autopilot is not fun
Mm.
because it's not you. Your body doesn't want to be like stupid. Like, do you want to eat the same thing every day?
nope.
Like,
Not at
every day I'm going to have pizza because I love pizza. But even that doesn't work, right? Like, you'll eat like pizza for 3 days, and by the fourth, you're like, oh my god, I need something else. Even if it's something you really enjoy, that thing of not asking a question before your body is actually because your body eats. So if you're not asking a question, your body is the one that's moving. So if you're not asking a question before and just assuming, you're not being present, and it's going to become boring.
Mm.
Very
Yeah.
true.
So that's this invitation. 15 days of nurturing, 15 days of movement, 15 days of relaxation, and absolute unpredictability. Like, I honestly don't know what every session, every day is going to be right now, but I know I'll know before we begin, so don't worry about it. I know I'll get just like, what is she gonna? No, I'll know, and I'll let you guys know as well where we're going to go and what's required for today. But it's just fun, and it's an exploration, and it's really for your body.
Yeah.
And I also
And
had a question if this is like limited to any age, and you're also offering it for children at a
Yeah,
like for free. So anybody can join in. There's no restriction, there's nothing.
it's for
Yeah,
everyone.
great.
Adults, children, whoever wants to come in.
so, is there
Nice.
an age group of children that are?
No, really. See, with children, they get they're very fast. So what I'm saying, they may get in the first 10 minutes
Yeah, true.
or the first 5 minutes itself, and they'd probably go away. And that doesn't mean that they haven't gotten it. So
Mm.
if they want to be on it, but I will not expect them to stay on for the whole thing, because they are fast and they will stop it. And the thing is, they already have that joy and that movement with their body, most. Okay. And some of them will stay for like the whole session, because they are like these massive facilitators, and they're like, oh my god, this is awesome, because there's something happening with these adult bodies that I've never seen before, that finally these guys are doing. I thought it was just me. So and so they're again very unpredictable. So I don't have a point of view. I'm sure the bodies who know what this is and who know there's a greater possibility will show up.
Mm, awesome. So excited. I can't wait.
Me too. I'm quite excited as well. Thank you so much, you guys. I think this was a great conversation. Thank you for being on.
Yes,
And
thank you so much,
Thank
Khushboo.
you. Thank you,
And
Khushboo.
I think we'll put the link of this particular workshop in the comment section.
in the
And
comments.
if
Yes,
any
yes.
one of you want to reach out or do this or any info required, you can contact any one of us.
Yeah,
We're here for you.
Yeah.
we'll be there
Cool.
and excited to see who all will join.
Yes, let's have some bodies.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. This is for your body. Okay.
Let's have some bodies on the call, please.
Yes. Because the more join in, the more we create and the more we
Yeah.
change.
Yeah. The group dynamic always works.
Mm.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you,
Thank
Rashmi. Thank you,
you.
Soumya. Thank you, everyone who heard us.
Thank you.
Uh, bye.
Bye.
Bye.